Hello and welcome. I am SnowyPadre, and I'm here to bring you guys all the information on the Electronic Sports League Pro Series for the Australian-New Zealand region. This is the New Zealand reveal. Just giving you a little bit of a rundown about it. It's going to be two online qualifiers with 32 teams getting points moving into the EPS tournament itself, which is 12 teams. 8 teams from the qualifier rounds will be moving in with 4 teams going into the tournament. And that happens on the 9th of February, the 16th of February for the online qualifiers, and to be announced for the EPS tournament itself. And you can go over to that link to check it out if you so please. Joining me here today, we do have Jordan and Takiah from the ESL. How are you guys going?
I'm going good.
And hello, Takiah.
I'm good. Sorry.
Hello,
everybody.
Hello, Takiah. Okay, so Jordan, tell me a little bit about what you do for the ESL and how it grew this big.
I am the competitive head admin, so it's my job to make sure that everything goes well and any disputes is handled properly. On top of that, we make sure that every tournament we host is created and we understand that players rock up on time and play properly. And as for how ESL grew this big, it first started off with the founding members who bought the ESL license with Matt O'Brien and Regan Corioso, I think it is. And basically they both came from the gaming scene as managers, I believe, and they just took people that they knew from the scene and started hosting ESL.
That's pretty wicked. So tell me a little bit more about the EPS in and of itself. This is the first one happening for the ANZ region, isn't it?
Yep, the tournament is for anyone who's in the AU and NZ region. The two qualifiers are on the 9th of February and the 16th of February. They both start on 11 a.m. EST time, so for Melbourne, Sydney, I believe, and it finishes at 5 p.m. EST. However, teams will need to confirm their attendance after they've signed up to show that they have interest in the tournament between 10:20 and 10:40 a.m. EST. The format of the tournament will be round of 32, best of 1, and double elimination. However, the teams don't need to play for the grand finals because we only just want the top 4 teams for each qualifier so we can drag them into the EPS. I will explain what happens after you do qualify. Essentially, all the top 12 teams will play in a 2-month round robin, so we discuss with teams, find out which dates they are available, and try to cast all the matches between them. The way the round robin works is every team plays each other at least once. At the end of the 2 months, we find out which top 8 teams have the most points, and they all qualify for the live event, which will be somewhere within Australia, so you might need to fly the team down there.
That is really amazing, and I'm really proud of what's going on for the Oceanic scene, especially the Electronic Sports League coming over here. That is massive. Also, for the 2 online qualifiers, you can play in both of them, can't you? Do they both go towards your points as well?
No, for the qualifiers, you just have to qualify once, and once you've qualified, you're in. You don't need to play in the second one. So,
okay. So it is a single point system for each online qualifier.
Yes. So if you don't qualify in the first one, you can qualify in the second one.
Oh, right. So it's round of 4 from each of the qualifiers. I see. Cool. Okay, so Takiah, what is your role in the ESL as well?
I am one of the community managers. I work with Von Angel. We are in charge of all social media platforms. So that's Twitter, Facebook, AskFM, anything social media that is us. We also are basically the voice for the community. So if you guys have any concerns or suggestions for ESL or our tournaments, then we take that on board. We relay that back to people in the team like Zeph, Matt and Riggs, and hopefully most of the time we're able to implement them so then you guys are happy. So it's basically our job to make you guys happy, in short.
Well, I don't know. I'm getting happy. This is fun. I'm loving this. But do tell me a little bit more about a lot of the tournaments going around the ESL, like Go for LOL and LOL Pro, I think it was as well.
Not LOL Pro, but every Sunday at 1 p.m. EST we have a Go for LOL, which is essentially a unlimited participants. It will be a best of 1 until grand final, which is a best of 3, and anyone can play. We have prize pools for our weeklies.
Oh no, we lost him.
We did lose him.
We lost him.
Oh, my bad.
There we go.
Sorry.
Hey,
I accidentally kept the mute button on. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, you are.
Alright. Every Sunday, we have a Go for LOL, which starts at 1 p.m. EST, and it finishes usually around 5 p.m. EST. It's unlimited participants, best of one, and anyone can play. We have a prize pool of 150 RP every week, and with every tournament, as in every Go for LOL, you accumulate points depending on what position you get. At the end of every month, we will have a Go for LOL monthly. The date's always changing depending on the teams, and essentially that has a prize pool of $250 RP, and there will be a top 8 best of one, top 8 best of one single elim until grand final, which is a best of 3. On top of that, there's also other tournaments. We try to host a lot of tournaments on Saturday as well now, trying to hit the casual market of ESL. So we're trying to run casual tournaments such as 2v2s, 1v1s, and Dominion tournaments, or even 3v3s. Right now, we have a 1v1 tournament on the 23rd of February, which is open up to all Australian and New Zealand players, and it will be a best of one, single, elim, and unlimited participants.
That is... I just can't tell you how amazing that is. Just to give you guys all of a heads up, it is... It is open to all New Zealand teams, so even if, I mean, we do have quite a lot of small teams in New Zealand, so I guess they're small New Zealand teams, but you guys would definitely be able to go into these competitions. You could skill up, play a lot, and get used to the scene that is happening for Oceania. It is getting really big, and it is getting really amazing. I can tell you, I'm going to do all I can to try and be helping out these guys, and of course Barcraft teams, and getting everything rolling for you. This was a little bit of a rushed interview, and for that I am sorry, and I just want to say sorry to Jordan and Takiah, but I will be doing a lot more with these guys, especially showing the NZ scene how they can get involved in a lot of ESL tournaments. And that's the really big thing about it. There is so much coming out for the League of Legends scene that a lot of people don't know about. I actually, just today, I got a message on the SnowyPadre Facebook page from a guy that just found my stream casually, and he was thinking about ways to build up the New Zealand scene, and he honestly had no idea what was going on. As soon as he hit my page, he found the Barcraft links, he found what was going on with the ESL reveal and everything, sorry, the EPS reveal that we're doing right now, and was just blown away by what was going on. So that's something that we've got to work on. The community is here, we're just a little bit divided, but we're really coming together amazingly nicely. So is there any further words that you might have for New Zealand teams looking to get in on ESL tournaments or on the scene in general? Any sort of tips or anything?
One thing.
Word of encouragement.
Oh, you go, Zaf. You go.
Alright, we actually have an amateur series which allows anyone who's currently not in the EPS will end up in the amateur series, where everyone will get to play against everyone. The way the system works is you schedule your team for a time, and 15 minutes before that scheduled time, you'll get a link, and they'll lead you to a tournament code, which I also forgot to mention. Every single tournament run by ESL has tournament codes attached. And the way that works for us, which means we can enter your games and see if players have been there, and we can disqualify teams if they haven't shown up on time. On top of that, we get to see the names of each player that's played, and also the stats, so the kills, the towers taken, the kills, the deaths, and the assists as well. On top of that, with the A series, the top 4 at the end of the month will lead into essentially a finals where the top 4 will play in a best of 3 single elimination, and it will be casted by international figures such as Joe Miller from who's also ESL, and I'll lead it on to Takiah to talk about how our versus system works.
So something that I'm really excited about, I've been nagging the guys, like I've been getting a lot of feedback from the community. We want something, that they want something for the more casual player, and it's really hard because not everyone has the ability to have a 5-man team. It just doesn't work that way for everyone, which sucks. So we've introduced the 1v1 versus, which has sort of been adopted from the COD section of ESL. It's designed so that, well, it's pretty simple really. It's 1v1 in the Proving Grounds map, so you can't cheat. You just follow the map rules. Other than that, there's no rules. You earn points for winning, and at the end of every month, the player with the most points is dubbed Player of the Month, and you get a prize pack. Just recently, we announced Mr. Jamesy, who is our first League of Legends winner, and he got the Steel Series keyboard and mouse pad, and that was for free. That was just playing, some pretty fun 1v1 matches. It's definitely worth looking into.
Cool.
It's
So
fun.
that's all open to the NZ scene as well.
Yep, everything that ESL does, our license covers all Australian, New Zealand players. So you guys need to get in on this. It's an amazing opportunity for everyone.
We certainly do, and again, I will be helping everyone get into that. If you guys have any questions on how to sign up and do anything, just give me a call. I'll connect you with one of the community managers like Takiah in the ESL, and get you guys links and ways to sign up if you have any problems. Yeah, just come to us, and it's all going to work out like that. Really. Is there anything that anybody wants to add before we go into the video for the EU ESL Pro Series?
Zab, did you cover everything?
Yes, that's everything I believe that we run under ESL. Outside of that, the EPS live event will be a huge production value. We plan to bring in a lot of casters and a lot of teams from all game titles and try to make it one of the best live events we can in Australia.
I'm very, very excited indeed.
I'm so
for that.
excited. It's like it's
just
the
crazy.
biggest. It's like the biggest esports event Australia will see, and not only is that awesome in itself, it's going to snowball. It's just the beginning. Once this goes ahead, then like the amount of stuff that we'll be able to get for you guys is truly phenomenal. Like you really have no idea what's in store, and we can't tell you what's in store because of the NDA, but there's just so much happening for you guys. It's incredible. It's so amazing to be a part of something so revolutionary for our country. It's amazing.
I get that feeling too all the time when you can't tell someone something. You just got this huge, amazing scene that's really bringing itself up, and you just can't say anything. So,
and that's the hardest thing. I found that I can't really speak for the New Zealand community, but the Australian community is so stubborn. So it's really hard to sort of get them psyched up because they don't really believe you. So you kind of have to prove yourself to them. And I really think, and I hope that you guys can believe in us now because it's here, it's coming, and we're doing it for you. So
after this,
bring
there's
it on.
no doubt how big the scene will become and how many teams I can imagine would get involved. There may be teams out there that aren't even involved in the ANZ scene that might be involved in a different scene globally, but are still technically an ANZ team. And we found a lot with NZ. Of course, we discovered the ESL, and we discovered teams like, Jack Attack. He's just one guy. I'm not sure if there are other New Zealanders in the Exile teams, are there?
Not to my knowledge. I have to go into that further, but yeah, Jack's amazing.
Yeah. We've got players out there doing things, and it's just something we haven't realized. And yeah, there's a lot of work to go into uniting all these communities, and you guys are a big part of it. Everyone else watching the stream, and you guys right here talking to me. But that is it. We are going to go over to a video for the ESL Pro Series Finals for Winter 2012, just to show you guys what is happening over in Europe for last year. Just massive and really, really exciting. I will be... a big note again. The qualifiers, the first one is this weekend, 9th of February, so get in quick. There are only 32 team slots, and I can tell you that's going to fill up. I can imagine how quick that might be filling up, and I really hope we can get a couple of New Zealand teams in there. I will be talking lots of VGI and High Tech and HTC. All of those guys going to be trying to get those in there and helping them be a part of all of this. I believe that is pretty much everything for me right now. I will be getting a lot more in-depth and focused interviews with people in the ESL and helping them, of course, bring all of their content closer to New Zealanders, and so that you guys know exactly what's going on through the scene. And yeah, I will keep you updated on all of that as well. Look out for details on the SnowyPadre community tournament that is going to be coming up in a couple of months. Hopefully I'll be able to get that out. I might not be able to. I might work a lot harder on it before I do release it as a tournament, and I might just do it next year instead, as I do have a lot of help starting to back me up. This is quite a quick throughput for the tournament, but I may just do a small tournament in its place instead. But here is a video covering the ESL Pro Series Finals for winter 2012. Thank you very much for joining me, Jordan and Takiah from the ESL.
Thank you for having us.
And enjoy the video, guys. I will be back at 10 p.m. with a shoutcast. It's going to be Passion for Fashion versus Used Tissue, I believe. I will double check that for you and come back. So stay here for another half an hour. You're going to get a shoutcast and potentially an ARAM. Bye everyone. Enjoy the video.
Bye.
Are you ready? und jetzt kommt ein kleiner Engage. Oh meine Güte, der Maukal wird darüber gepusht. Oh nee, er wird darüber geholt und der hat fast nichts. Lulu mit dem Ulti drauf. Oh Mann, das tut ja weh. Und da fällt einer nach dem anderen und da wird die Anime jetzt auch noch drauf gehen.
Und dann kommt der Stun hinterher.
Jetzt geht's rein auf die TF, der wird jetzt gleich fallen. Genauso ist es, aber auf der anderen Seite könnte jeden Moment aus der TF fallen. Genauso ist es jetzt. Geht hier der Jax rein, um da jemanden.
Und Olaf macht mal richtig Schwung.
Olaf haut jetzt aber richtig rein. Das tut jetzt richtig weh hier für My Revenge.
Schön initiiert.
Oh, schon wieder hier Ulti und da sind jetzt alle gestunt und da wird jetzt wieder hier alles weggetankt vom Amumu und der Blitz wird fallen. Genauso auch der K6.
Sivi hat uns das Genick gebrochen mit dem Spell Shield. Einmal gegen Nunu Es, kommt nichts durch. Blitzblank Hooks kommen nicht durch. Kann man nichts mehr machen. Und so denke ich, dass sie später in der Roaming-Phase vielleicht besser gemoved sind, bessere Plays gemacht haben.
Jetzt kommt hier der dicke Fight und wer wird als erstes fallen? Da kommt das Ulti von der Sona mit rein, aber die Orianna unter Druck, Jax down, Kettle ist down, Orianna wird da fallen, Maokai jetzt auch gefallen und das sieht doch hier ganz gut aus für Maus. Jetzt schon wieder Engage, jetzt geht's hier los und da kommt das Ulti von allen Seiten, kommt da reingeregnet und das sieht nicht gut aus für Geld und wer wird als allererstes sterben? So ist es, da ist Leona down und trotzdem der Mao, der tankt und geht weg und hier der Olaf wird als erstes fallen, zusammen mit der Morgana, das sieht alles super schlecht aus, Ghana down, jetzt aber Last mit Standing total squishy, der wird platt gemacht, hier komm.
Deutliche Klatsche, anders kann man es einfach nicht sagen.
Jetzt kann ich so eine richtig Probleme bekommen. Wird sie sterben? Da ist das nicht drauf, da ist sie down, nein, ist sie noch nicht. Nein, sie kommt tatsächlich weg, sie heilt sich weg. Und guck dir das da oben an. Der Shelter hat ein Problem und das Shield ist da drauf. Oh Mann, wer wird denn da sterben? Die haben beide nichts mehr. Das ist sie wieder, da kommt das Ulti von Katos. Katos